This episode of Critical Hit is being brought to you by Harry's. Head to harrys.com/critical hit and get a free trial offer today. Hi, everyone. It is Stephen Schleicher, and boy, it is so good to be back at home following a fantastic Nerdtacular 2017. It's so nice to see so many of you there. I'll talk a little bit more about Nerdtacular in just a moment, but first, I'm going to dive into the mailbag and pull up a couple of recent emails that I just wanted to read and get them out there in case I hadn't gotten to them before. One of these I may have, I don't know, but here we go. First one is from Kevin. Hey, you guys. I just wanted to write and say I love Critical Hit. I found Yellow Light on Spotify, which is important because some of you may not know that we are on Spotify and have been for a while now. I found Yellow Light on Spotify one day and absolutely loved the story being told, D&D, and all it is a very unknown area to me. Never played it, but I decided to listen to all of your episodes, and I just absolutely enjoyed the story that Rodrigo told and will hopefully continue to tell. Listening to you guys develop as players is simply amazing. Keep up the great work. Currently listening to Pathfinder. Can't wait to see where Sam takes see the adventure Sam takes all of us on. But I have one question. How would you recommend getting into D&D? Listening to Critical Hit has made me want to try, but being from a small town in southeast Kansas, hey, I'm from Kansas too. Hey, Kevin. I doubt we know each other, even though we're from Kansas, but just in case. Hi, Kevin. Being from a small town in southeast Kansas, none of my friends want to play, and there are no nearby game stores that I know of. Thanks again for your time and for all that you do, and keep doing what you do. That's from Kevin. Okay, first of all, I don't know what portion of southeast Kansas you're in. I don't know if it's Pittsburgh or if you're somewhere down where maybe Jason Inman is from, somewhere way down there. I don't know how old you are, and I don't know if you have access to a car, but there is a fantastic gaming store in the Kansas City metro area called Tabletop. It's on the corner of 95th and Metcalf. So if you know where that is, then you can go check it out. It's a fantastic store, fantastic people. I don't get to go there as often as I want to, but every time I do, everyone there is super friendly, super helpful, and they have a huge game room where people are always playing games. So if you are able to drive that far, you might be able to find some people there. The second thing is look online, because there are a number of people who are always looking to pick up online games. One place that you should probably check out is Roll20 and see if you can find anyone playing there. Some of the virtual tabletop systems also have open games for you to just jump in on and check out. Of course, we've already mentioned, if you've listened to this show for a long time, Kevin, you know that we've talked about a bunch of different ways that you can find gaming groups. You'd be surprised, even in southeast Kansas, there are probably people who know D&D and play D&D. If you are a high schooler, someone in the middle school or high school level, my guess is there might be someone in your school that's into Dungeons and Dragons. Or maybe you just need to, get a couple of your friends together and play a system. Now, you don't always have to do D&D. I know that this show started out as Dungeons and Dragons, but as we've played and as you've heard and as you've seen other people recommend, maybe picking up a game like Fate or maybe picking up a Pathfinder adventure might be right up your alley. Just grab a pre-built module and sit down with your friends and work it out and see where it goes. And maybe you need to be that dungeon master or the game master for the first time. But modules might be a good way to start if you've never played it before and you and your friends are getting together and are trying to do some stuff like never before. Get the base 3 books and get a module and go from there. Listeners, if you've got some other suggestions for Kevin, write into me, podcast@majorspoilers.com. Let's see if we can find Kevin a group, virtually or otherwise, and we'll see what happens next. Thanks for writing in, Kevin. Ray writes in, here's an idea for some of you, if you're looking for something to do. Ray writes in and says, I've been listening to Critical Hit for years and have recently signed on as a Patreon supporter. Oh, thank you so much, Kevin. Patreon.com/majorspoilers. We wouldn't be able to do it without your help. And I'm going to reset some goals here in the next couple of weeks to where maybe some of you, and if we hit the goal, we'll be able to hear episodes of Critical Hit a week before everyone else. Just a thought. Something to check out. But Ray goes on in his email. He says, I'm an audiobook narrator, and recently my narration of the Kobold Guide to World Building was released on Audible. Hey, this is really cool. Thanks, Ray. It's a book designed for RPG game masters and fiction writers to build better worlds for their audiences to be immersed in, whether the audience is players in the game or readers. Yeah, Ray, this sounds like a great book. It's the Kobold Guide to World Building. And get it on the Audible. I feel like the book is something that you or your listeners might be interested in, so I thought I would drop you a note on to that. I'm pretty sure Ray sent me. And again, I haven't had a chance to listen to it because I've been traveling so much, but I think he sent me a free copy of this to check out. But go look for, I don't know if you can go to a search for Ray Greenley, Greenley. They're on the Audible, and find the other books that he's narrated. But the Kobold Guide to World Building is probably the one that is most pertinent to the Critical Hit listeners. Thanks for writing in, Ray. That's really great. So I went to Nerdtacular 2017, and according to Scott Johnson, of course, it kind of changed by the end of the event. It was the last Nerdtacular that would be held at the Snowbird Resort. Scott wants to do some smaller events. But once again, I am so happy with the number of people that turn out for the event, whether they're there for Movie Sack or whether they're there for TMS or whether they're there for Night Attack or whatever it may be. It was so good to see so many people there and so many first-timers there as well. And every time I go, I'm always surprised at the number of people who are wearing their Critical Hit t-shirts, who are super interested in everything that we do, whether it be a Finally Friday or Lego builds. I mean, people still come up to me and we're like, "Oh, Stephen, we watch your Lego builds every week, my son and I, and it's really great and we love them." I'm like, "Great, that's fantastic." I met one person who came up, and it was a really obscure article that I wrote on Major Spoilers months ago. And she came up and she was like, "Oh, I just wanted to say thank you for writing that article that you did from, that was a spinoff from Zach on filming your discussion of Paper Moon. It was so cool." And I was like, "Thanks." And then, of course, all the t-shirts, all the cool people that we get to meet, of Critical Hit fans. So wonderful to talk to each and every one of you. And while there may not be a Nerdtacular next year, there may be smaller versions of that taking place all over the world. But I had to share this one story with you, because the first person that I met at Nerdtacular 2017, I was going to finally conquer my fear of heights and ride the big gondola up to the top of the mountain, which was fun, by the way. It was a lot of fun. But I'm standing there, and a person walks up to me by the name of Ken. Ken walked up to me, and he said this:
"Stephen, you and the Critical Hit gang have made my life immeasurably better with Harry's. Thank you so much."
I kid you not. That is the first person that was a fan who was an attendee at Nerdtacular 2017, Ken. That's the first thing he said to me when we met. And it was the first person. It's so great. Now, Ken is a great person. He's a great fan of Critical Hit. He's also a fan of soccer. And he went all out one day because his team, the Orlando, whatever they are, Magic, I guess, were playing the Real Salt Lake. And so he came decked out in all of his soccer supporting gear. But he's also a fan of Harry's. I'm a fan of Harry's. I mean, when I shave, you get a close, comfortable shave every time. I've never been disappointed in a shave from Harry's. And I know Harry's is listening right now, and they probably got to be going, "Really? Someone actually came up to you and said that?" Yes. Yes, someone came up to me. Ken came up to me and said that. And I was like, "Ken, I got to get you to record this." Harry's is so confident that you're going to love their blades just like Ken and I do, that they're going to give you a trial shave set for free when you sign up at harrys.com/criticalhit. You just pay, get this price has really dropped, I think. You pay $3 for shipping. That's it. Harry's is all about a great shave at a fair price, which is why over 3 million people have switched to Harry's. Now, Harry's is just, it's a startup business. Jeff and Andy, two ordinary guys who are fed up with paying over prices, the high prices for razors. So they started Harry's to fix the shaving experience. Again, you can get a free shave kit today. It's a $13 value. You get that for free when you sign up. All you have to do is pay the $3 shipping, and your free trial set includes the ergonomic razor handle, which I love. Some people like the orange, which I understand the orange is really cool. I kind of like the olive green, the dark green one. You can get either one of those. You get 5 precision-engineered blades with a lubricating strip and that trimmer blade, so you can get into all those little places. You get the rich lather shaving gel and a travel blade cover. All of that for free. You just pay the $3 shipping price. You can get that free trial set. Go to harrys.com/criticalhit right now. That's harrys.com/criticalhit. My face thanks you. Ken's face thanks you. And I think your face will thank you when you go to harrys.com/criticalhit and sign up today. Let's get into this week's episode. And let's see what we're going to face next. Welcome to Critical Hit, a Major Spoilers podcast. Thank you so much for downloading and checking us out this week. Although, man, I think we've found ourselves in a pretty bad spot. We've moved from upstairs to downstairs.
We're in a tight spot.
Yeah. Sam, why don't you lead on?
Sure. So, last time
On Critical Hit.
Critical Hit.
you guys did some fighting.
We did do some
Yes.
fighting.
Got hit by a train.
Ghost train.
Yes.
Some people got hit by 2 trains.
I think there was only one person that got hit by the train twice, but it was magnificent.
Hit me with a train runs. Shame on you.
Hit me with a train twice. Owie.
Yeah.
That was pretty much my thought on the matter. So yeah, I believe where we left off is that you guys had gone downstairs and seen that the first floor of the inn had been transformed, and that the innkeeper, who had woken up and was trying to figure out why her dog was barking so much, had been possessed. And we're going to start it off with rolling initiative.
Yes, Ghost Ladies of the Night.
Fuck on.
Oh, congratulations.
God.
Congratulations, Rob.
Robust. Nice 4 on initiative there.
Yeah, thought I blew it with a 7.
You thought you could be slower than I am.
Man.
Are we sure he's a lizard and not a turtle?
Yeah.
Hey!
Whoa.
You
This is amazing.
I rolled a 1.
It's amazing that Brian rolled the highest.
Yeah. This was a
that
low
down.
initiative roll for me. I've been pretty lucky so far.
We need to go and buy some lottery tickets because Brian just rolled high.
Brian usually rolls at least moderately high on initiative.
Yeah, it's the rest of the time that he struggles.
I'm going to need to see charts and graphs on that.
So the hanging judge is going to take us away. So yeah, the scene again is you are in the first floor, though it has been ghostly transformed. So there are now there's a spectral piano player, a bunch of faceless patrons, and there's the innkeeper is now standing in the center of the room, but we're calling her the madam for now, and the figures labeled Dark Dove 1 through 3 are spectral women in various states of undress that are eyeing the rest of you. So,
And are the dogs possessed too?
the dogs, you don't know if the dogs are possessed. They both seem to be, both Huckleberry and Dawn seem to be in the corner barking wildly.
Okay.
The hanging judge, and it's been a while, so why don't you guys actually describe your characters as well?
All right. Well, the hanging judge, a gentleman wearing judge's robes. He has red boots and gloves. Has a judge's wig and a very punch-like mask with quite prominent nose and chin and a big toothy smile upon it. And as he sees all this happening, he starts uncoiling his noose. And I think he's going to try to walk up here-ish and lasso the madam.
Sounds good. Make a CMB check.
Alrighty.
Ooh, what's that?
Combat maneuver bonus. I rolled a 2 on the die for 11.
Hey, could you stop making it sound like Rob is right?
So the madam, as the noose comes, she just moves very slightly to the side and says, "Ooh, I like where your head's at." So that will be the hanging judge. So then one of the girls will just step forward and say, "You like to play naughty then?" And she will, she's wearing like a shawl that is kind of barely covering her chest, and she will attempt to wrap it around you. So why don't you, what is your CMD?
Oh, 18.
All right, that's pretty high. But I get you. So, she manages to get part of that spectral stole around you, and you are entangled.
Awesome.
So what that means is you move at half speed, cannot run or charge, and take a -2 penalty on all attack rolls, and a -4 penalty to dexterity.
So is that compound, seeing as how most of my attacks are dexterity based?
Yeah, so it's only because it's a -4 penalty to dexterity, it'll lower your attacks by a 2.
By an additional 2? Or...
Oh, yes. So it's -2 penalty to attack base, and you get a -4 penalty to dexterity. So you are looking at a total of -4 penalty to attack until you become not entangled.
That's a bit much.
And that is her. Then the madam will act. And she will say, "Oh, there's so many of you. Girls, come show these boys a good time." And 3 more dark doves will appear.
No.
And she will step back to here.
That ain't good.
And let me finish placing these guys. And they just seem to manifest out of nowhere. Then the other dark dove will move into the flank with the hanging judge. And she will say, "How about you give us a kiss?" And lean over and attempt to kiss you.
Smooching, the hanging judge's only weakness.
So yeah, she's going to attempt to use her kiss of death.
That sounds bad.
Yeah, that can't be that bad.
Yeah.
Does a 13 hit your touch AC?
Yeah.
And that's would be taking into account your penalty to dex.
With the penalty, yes.
That's
On the button.
It's like they had a strategy for this. So then she leans in, and you just feel the life draining out of you. Lose a healing search.
Okay.
All right, that takes us to Chema.
I think everything's within 50 feet of me.
Luke's it.
I'm going to cast Bane. So let's see. Bane fills your enemies with fear and doubt. It's basically the opposite of bless.
It a bless,
-1.
yep.
-1 penalty on saving throws against fear effects, and a -1 penalty on attack rolls. And will negates. So we'll see how that goes. So that means I probably have to figure out what my DC is.
Yeah, it should be. So it's going to be your spell level. So that's 1 plus your. It's 10 plus your spell level plus, which is 1 plus your casting stat mod. So whatever I guess your wisdom mod is.
Yep. So 3. So that's going to be 4 total.
Okay,
14
so
total.
it's a 14. Will save DC 14. All right, so I guess, and that only affects enemies. It's not going to affect your allies.
That's right.
Cool. Then yeah, let me make a bunch of saves then. So yes, Dark Dove 1 will fail, Dark Dove 2 will fail, Dark Dove 3 will succeed, Dark Dove 4 will fail, Dark Dove 5 will succeed, and Dark Dove 6 will fail. And let me double check the Madam's mod for that. And the Madam will succeed. All right, so I will make note of that.
And that'll be a minute per level. So the next, 4 minutes? What level are we for?
Yeah, that'll last this combat. It was just mostly the spell thing was accounting for how many. Since you had short rested, your buffs went away.
That actually went way better than I expected. And then I will move over here. I will say, be careful with the madam. Our hostess is inside there somewhere.
So then Dark Dove 2 will go. And she will move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And reaching out to the hanging judge, say, "Oh, are you shy? Let's see what's under your mask." And she'll try pulling at your mask.
No.
I really hope that at some level, you just get a huge bonus to an opportunity attack if somebody tries to do that with the vigilante class.
Probably is a talent somewhere.
I'm almost certain there is. But she will. I think the hanging judge's desire to not be unmasked keeps that mask nice and secure, and she fails to get it off of him.
I'd rather there just be another mask underneath.
There's a Judy mask.
Yes.
Then that takes us to Eshin. Or not Eshin, sorry, Alder.
What?
Yeah.
Alder? I'm Alder. Hello. Hey. Did I miss the description of Chema?
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah, I forgot to describe myself. I'm sorry. Let's see. Chema is a handsome young man. He is not super tall. He wears a white bandana, a long traveler's coat, carries a pretty beat up looking rifle, and has a darker skin and is magic.
Cool. Alder.
With a K. Alder is a young-looking man. He seems younger than he talks. He seems to be about 18 or 19 years old. Big mess of curly hair, wearing a shirt and pants. His friends used to call him Shirt Pants because they knew he wore a shirt and pants. He talks perfectly normal for South Carolina. And generally has a big, broad smile, but right now he does not. He has a very concerned face, which is equally expressive due to his knitted eyebrows and large forehead. And so, Alder is going to consult with what he knows in his brain. And by that, he means I'm going to ask Sam a question.
Mm-hmm.
I'm almost certain we've had this question before, and listeners at home, if I've asked this question exactly in the same way, I apologize. I've slept since then. Disrupt undead.
Yep.
And its effect on ghosties.
They are undead, so they are affected.
Groovy.
Can I? Oh, go ahead.
What up?
Oh, I was gonna make a suggestion if you're still packing those flaming hands.
I am indeed.
Because with this many enemies, there's probably already a couple places where you can go burninate some things.
Some hand.
Yeah.
I'm
just throwing that out there.
Yeah. I got some burnination. Do I have a burninator that would allow me to target multiple creatures?
Burning Hands will do that. So Burning Hands is a cone, so you could set things up so you could get quite a few enemies. Now, a lot of your cones are going to probably either require you to move and possibly provoke attacks of opportunity to get there, or catch the hanging judge. But there are options.
I vote option 2.
Option 2, not
Being
set
the friendly
hanging
fire.
fire.
Yes, friendly fire. Fire is your
Okay.
friend.
It would
Look, it's
really
not a-
only be
not a
poetically
critical hit.
correct if he got robbed with the friendly fire.
Right.
That seems
It's not a
seems like
critical hit game
a
until you set
return
your
that's
friend
a long
on
time
fire.
coming.
What?
Now that I think about it, so I got the burninating hands. I got some other thing. I got a flaming sphere. Does that seem like a bad idea in a room full of wooden chairs?
I mean, both that and burning hands do have the potential to set this room on fire.
Do
Hmm.
it.
Would the flaming sphere allow me to, let's see, it's a sphere. Would it allow me to target multiple?
So yes, basically you roll that thing around and it'll burn things that it touches, which could involve hitting multiple things if you can get multiple things next to each other. So say if you rolled a burning sphere at the square right to the left of the hanging judge, you would get the hanging judge and a bunch of the dark doves.
Yes.
All right. So if I sphered here, I could light some doves on fire. And we will finally know what it sounds like when doves cry.
Oh, you missed it! You missed it! It should be when doves fry.
Good one, Sam.
Thanks.
Yeah, that is good. I bow to your superior knowledge, and thus I shall sheath my sword and find another bridge to cross. Now, fireball here, or fireball somewhere else? Fireball.
That's where you're
Ball
going
or
to hit the
sphere?
most.
So does the flaming sphere stick around?
It does. So you'll get to be able to take a move action to move it around, and if you don't move it, it just sits there and burns things.
So allow me to suggest placing it here. You'll get 2 doves, 0 party members, and will obstruct the way for the rest of them.
Yes.
Oh.
Rob, I
That's
need you to
Rob.
the most
I need you to
technically
switch back over
sound.
to lawful mode and recognize that that's actually a pretty good plan.
Yeah.
What if I did the same thing here?
Do the benches
Would that get
or the stools, do they block movement?
No. So the only things that block movement are the solid rectangular blocks, which are one is the bar, the one that's where the benches are, and the other 2 are tables.
What
That's
about
where
that
you want the
fireplace?
fire.
You sure?
Well, that or next to the judge in the middle. Because that makes it so they have to pass by the sphere in order to go through there or go the long way around.
Oh,
Okay.
you know what? Sorry,
There you
I
go.
misread the spell. It actually only damages the creature that it rolls into, so it will only damage one of them. But it will stick around, so you can roll it around into someone else on the next turn. So really, your call whether you think that or burning hands is better.
Does it deal damage if someone enters the sphere square, or does it block movement?
No, it does not. The surface of the spear has a spongy, yielding consistency. It does not cause damage except for by its flame. It can't push aside unwilling creatures or batter down large obstacles. So, yeah, it looks like it won't. It only does damage basically when it actively rolls into someone's turn once per round.
So basically, what a flaming sphere does is it comes in, makes an attack the first time around.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And
then sits around and waits for you to
basically
redirect
have
it.
a higher level attack that you can use at will for the duration of the combat.
Okay.
It actually, you get to direct it as a move action, so he could even potentially, if he doesn't want to move, do that and then cast another spell.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Interesting.
The number
So
of...
if I were to burninate hands, could I hit 3 of them?
So if you stood right next to Eshin, you could hit. I'm trying to think of the best place for you to. Oh, if you moved so that you were right in front of this duck dove, the one by the bar. So you want to be standing right in front of her. No, not there. Right, like the diagonal to the right. Then you could hit her, the 2 in the back, and the hanging judge.
So here.
Though you, if you're standing there, you're only going to hit the Sorry, cones are hard. Yeah, the best bang for your buck is going to be right north of Dark Dove 1, which will allow you to get 3 Dark Doves and the Hanging Judge. Now, unfortunately, if you're there, you're going to have to make a concentration check to cast because she's threatening you, or you can just try to see if she does damage to you. So far, I'll give you this for free. Neither of the attacks by Dark Doves have done any damage.
So right here.
Yeah. If you're casting there, you can get 3 Dark Doves and the Hanging Judge.
3 Dark Doves and a Hanging Judge. Doo-dah, doo-dah day. I'm going to do that.
Cool.
Yay.
Shut up.
What is your save DC?
My hoobada-hoo? Where would I find my save DC?
So
it
should be
spell?
calculated. Yes, ideally. I think that's where that would be on your character sheet. But if you need to calculate it, it's going to be 10 plus your spell level, which is 1 for Burning Spray, and plus your active casting stat, which I think is 4. But your charisma 18, right? Or are you
I'm
charisma 20? I can't remember. Your charisma 20. So
Yeah.
So then your save DC will be 16.
16.
Now there's a save
Okay.
DC.
So yeah,
good?
casting defensively, because you are threatened by the Dark Dove as you're trying to cast, you can either cast defensively, which is you have to make a check that is going to be a DC 16 concentration check, or you will provoke an attack of opportunity. Now, if you fail that check, you will lose the spell. So it's up to you. You can try to do that, or you can just take the attack of opportunity.
Concentration's
So my
not even on
options
my sheet.
are see if I can roll a 16, and if I can't, the spell is gone.
Mm-hmm. Now, to be fair,
Or
you do have a
cast the spell
modifier.
for sure and possibly take a hit.
Yeah, you do have a modifier to that, so you'd be rolling. It's addition to your caster level and your ability score mod. So, your caster level 4 and your ability score mod is 5. So you'd actually only need to roll a 6 or higher on that. Oh, sorry, it's 15 plus double spell level. So you'd actually have to roll a 7. So you're looking for a 17. You're adding 9 to it. So you'd need to roll an 8 or higher, or you could just take a hit.
So D20 plus 9 would be my roll.
Correct.
And I'm trying to beat a 17.
Correct.
So I would have to beat an 8, but if I don't, the spell goes away.
Correct.
Ooh, that's a toughie.
Or you can just take a punch to the face.
Take a shot.
Or a kiss, apparently.
A kiss of death.
I'm not worried about a kiss of death.
I don't know if that's really deathly. And
I bet it is.
I am not going to cast defensively. I am going to cast as offensively as possible.
All right.
And I'm going
cool.
to see what happens if I get kissed of death.
Sounds good. So we determined your DC is 16. I will roll saves for the ladies. So first, I suppose Dark Dove 1 will attempt to take her attack of opportunity. She did get hit by the Bane, so her attack is penalized. What is your CMD? Doesn't matter. She rolls terribly. So she tries to entangle you in like a feathery stole, and it just you just bat it aside easily and burninate them. So they'll make some saves. Why don't you roll your
CMD.
Why don't you roll your damage on that?
Okay.
Which I think is going to be 44, but yeah. So roll it.
11.
Yeah, you make your save as well.
Reflex.
Reflex save, correct?
23.
Yeah.
Nice. All right, so you make
Does that
your save.
calculate in your
Yes.
Okay.
-2. Or -4, -2.
Yeah.
So you make your save, so you will take half of that damage, so 5. The dove in front of you just dissipates into mist.
Ooh, I melted a dove.
Yep. This dove also dissipates, and the one in back makes her save, but seems to be her ghostly form is very badly singed.
She hides behind the hanging judge's cloak. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's
I
the
liked
one
it.
that actually has him tangled.
Yeah, that-
So
Yeah, so she's got she actually drags him in front of her a bit and
right.
uses him as a shield.
Well, that's just
There.
mean. So the hanging judge did save and is not on fire.
Yeah, no one is on fire, well, except for that bench right there. That bench is on fire. But yeah, 2 doves are down, and the hanging judge is mildly singed, and one of the doves is significantly more singed. Anything else, Alder? That's a move and a standard action, so I think that's
There's a move and a standard. I don't necessarily have any minors or anything.
Cool.
I'm going to go with yes and let my associates know.
Trying to come to your defense, Dawn will rush forward and try to bite at the dark dove, but she, her mouth, her teeth just go right through it.
Ghost doves.
Yes.
we need to get that potion for Dawn as well.
All right, that takes us to Russell.
So, question.
Mm-hmm.
Even though the madam is possessed, is she an ooze, a plant, an undead, an incorporeal creature, or creatures immune to critical hits?
So in her current form, she is not any of those. She is a person.
All right.
I'm a little concerned here.
Well, she seems to be possessed, right?
Yes.
She's the madam, right?
Uh-huh.
If I stunning strike her,
Okay.
then she should be maybe to release all those other spirits in the room.
Right. Stunning strike. I was just.
Why would you think I was going to do?
I don't know. You were asking
Fireball.
if it was immune to critical effects.
All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Next
6, 7, 8. I can get all the way over here in 8.
Oh, you have
Yeah, sorry.
your move speed is 40.
40, yeah.
That's it's good to be a monk.
Oh, I am Russell Street. I am rather tall for the age of 25 and 1880. I'm 6 feet 1 inch tall with close cropped black hair and jade eyes. By my outfit of simple robes, one can tell that I am a monk of some order. And by the roughness of my hands and skin, you can tell that I work with tools a lot, for I am a carpenter. I want to use my unarmed strike, but with my stunning fist, which I have
Cool.
to declare before I fight.
Correct.
But I also have a pool of 5 key points.
Okay.
And if I throw one of those, I can make this unarmed strike a magic weapon for the purpose of overcoming damage reduction.
Cool.
Wow.
In
Now,
addition-
one thing you might want to do is use your ability to, as a monk, you can always automatically do subdual damage.
Okay.
So, considering that there's, an innkeeper in here, you might want to subdue her as opposed to breaking actual bones.
Yeah, I just want to knock her out. I don't
Cool.
want to kill her or anything.
Sounds
He wants
good.
to give her head trauma, not.
Let's see. You must declare that you're using this feat before you make your attack roll. Stunning Fist forces a foe damaged by your unarmed attack to make a Fortitude saving throw. DC 15. In addition to dealing damage normally, the defender who fails this saving throw is stunned for 1 round. A stunned character drops everything held. They can't take any actions, loses any dexterity bonus to AC, takes a -2 penalty to AC. So here comes my unarmed strike. Looks like my key does not give me any bonus to the strike other than making it magical.
Yeah, which actually you don't.
I don't need it.
Yeah, because you have the amulet and mighty fist. Your strike is already
then I
magical.
will not use my key pool then.
Okay, cool. Roll it.
Boo, 11.
Yeah, that's not gonna hit.
Nope.
So she again just imbly dodges out of your way.
All right, and then that should be my turn.
All right, then we go to Eshin.
I get a turn.
Finally.
Right? Eshin is an human. He has real fur and skin without fur and a long coat. Oops.
Patchy fur.
Lucifer.
He walks by standing straight up and no tail has.
He has 5 fingers and 5 toes.
All at the
Oops.
same time.
2, 10, 11.
Does not attract females by engorging dewlap.
His teeth are flat and useless and not sharp and meaningful.
I'm going to turn to, I think, Chema at this point, and ask which one I should hurt.
Get the hanging judge clear.
Okay. I am going to make a very human guttural roar, raging, and then charge. And about halfway through the charge, I shed the pitiful human skin, and you see the amazing lizard beneath.
What does the amazing lizard look like?
Large, brown, kind of a darker to lighter, top to bottom. Hunches over a little bit as he reaches down to claw a ghost out of existence.
Cool. Make your attack.
All right, I'm raging. I'm going to go ahead and use power attack. What's the bonus for charging?
+2.
Oh, and I have the bonus for the magic potion.
Yep. So it's +1.
26.
That'll hit, and your min damage will definitely kill her,
Roar.
as she had been almost entirely incinerated already. Which takes us to round 2 and the hanging judge.
So I'm no longer entangled?
That is correct. As the when she discorporates, the stole around you also vanishes.
4, 5, 6. Looks like I can get there. And I will try to lasso her again.
All right, roll it.
All right. With the full attack?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Just double checking. Yep. All right, 22.
That'll get there. So
All right.
she is lassoed.
Sweet.
And since you already moved, I'm guessing that is your turn.
Yeah.
So that'll take us to Dark Dove 3 is dead. The madam. So she looks down at the lasso on her body and says, well, time to slip into something more comfortable then. And she steps out of Emily, who falls to the floor. So she'll basically just step back to here and say, girls, take care of them. And she gestures at them with her fan, and the girls all kind of look at you with a new intensity. And that takes us to Dark Dove 4. So she's going to move to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 and say, my, aren't you a big, strong one? And she will take her stole and actually try to wrap it over your eyes, making a dirty trick attack. And she seems to be better at this than you'd previously seen the others, as if the madam had buffed her.
So there's no attack of opportunity from the dog?
No, the dog tries to yip at her, but again, her mouth goes right through the ghost. As she cannot make attacks against incorporeal creatures, having a non-magical bite attack.
Just so you know, I've done the research. I don't think any of us can cast Magic Fang with our current classes. So somebody's gonna have to multi-class to make this work.
I multi-class a fair bit. What you can do that by taking a feat that will buff Dawn, basically. So
I can do that.
So I guess she is baned, so she'll still take this penalty. And miss. So she tries to wrap it over, and but she's a little too short for Eshin to get a good reach. Dark Dove 1 is dead, which takes us to Chema.
All right. I am going to activate a judgment. Yep, this will be Judgment of Justice. So +1 bonus on all attack rolls. So that's a swift action, I believe. Can I take a full attack action?
You can.
Okay. So I will take a full attack action and use my double shot, or what's it called? Rapid shot.
Cool.
So I'll take 2 shots at Dark Dove for
Okay.
8 plus 1 for my judgment, plus 1 because she's standing next to Eshin. So I think those are my bonuses. And then I don't have any, all of my penalties fell off, right?
Correct.
Okay. Well, that's
Nice.
a natural 20.
All right. So you.
Oh, sorry, but okay, it doesn't matter. Yeah, you're right.
You shoot her, and she just instantly discorporates.
Okay.
So you can actually make your second attack versus someone else.
Okay. I'll aim it at Dark Dove number 6.
Cool. Roll it.
So that's 1 less because she's not next to any of my boys. And also this time I'll actually factor the penalty for the multiple attacks. But that'll be a 24 to hit.
That will also hit her. So roll your damage on that one.
Okay. So
I just assumed your crit would be enough to destroy that one.
Yeah, these rifles have a ×4 crit.
Yeah, exactly.
So let's see. Oh, no, that's a 1, not a 4. I think I'm here. So that'll be 9 damage.
And that was against Dark Dove 6?
Yes.
Okay. She discorporates. All right. So that takes us. Dark Dove 2 is down, 6 is down, 5 is still up. So she slips, just glides straight through the stools and bar, right up to Alder. And tries to again entangle him. So she'll make her attack. She actually made her save versus Bane.
So she's not crammed.
Yep. But she will again miss.
Are we sure? Oh yeah, that will miss.
So that takes us to Alder.
Hi! She's right here in my face.
Mm-hmm. She's like, "Oh, is this your first time?"
I really hope Sam is sitting there with like this giant legal pad of like "Hey Sailor" type.
Hey Sailor.
I might have a Google Doc.
Okay, all right, there you go.
No, but you're getting me hot, and set her on fire.
Nice.
Double entendre time.
Sweet deal.
The burning hand.
Do you want to step back so you don't take an attack of opportunity?
Sure.
Yeah, you can just 5-foot step back. And just a pro DM tip, you might not need to. Burning Hands is a spell that's best for catching multiple opponents. When you have only one opponent, you might want to go with something that is not that.
Oh. Well, fine.
I mean, I do like the fire.
You could always do it the other way and say that she's leaving you cold and go with a Ray of Frost.
Ray with the Frost, I could do that. Yeah.
You're right. It's not as good of a comeback.
You could Flaming Sphere or Ice Ball or just good old Disrupt Undead.
Yeah, Snowball is a good one because there's other puns in there, but I don't think that they're appropriate for this show.
No.
So yes, I think probably a Disrupt Undead.
Someone did watch Clerks recently.
All right. Then roll your touch attack.
I have a +2 to that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, you should have more than that. It's your dex plus your base attack mod.
So the +2 is my base mod, is it not? Let's see. I'm looking at melee attack bonus +2.
Nope, that's not the right one. It should be a ranged touch attack.
So at a level 4 sorcerer, your
hopefully
base
your
attack is +2, but then you also get to add your dex mod to it, which I think we previously discussed was
Another
+2.
Yeah, so I get a +4.
So roll a d20 plus that.
How about a 16?
That'll hit our touch AC. Why don't you roll damage?
Just 1d6, right?
Correct.
See, it would have been better if I'd gone with the other, and then I could make the joke and also, oh, it's 6. It's fine.
Well, you have found their hit point total. She discorporates.
It's good to know now that they're all gone exactly how many it took.
Which takes us to Russell. I was really hoping that would exactly happen, that you'd complain about how low damage is, roll a 6, and it would be perfect.
Okay, I'm going to move around the table to try to corner off the madam and hit her once again with the stunning fist.
Cool.
I can use 4 of those
Punch
per
your face.
day. And I hit her for 26.
Okay. So now that she is outside of the innkeeper's body, she does not really have a discernible anatomy, being a ghost.
Okay.
So she is immune to the stunning fist, but you will solidly hit her. So why don't you roll your damage?
All right. Let's
Does that mean he has to use the stunning fist? Or expend it?
No, because he has
No.
a magic amulet anyway.
Yes.
1d8 plus 5. 7.
7 damage. All right. She will take it.
Ooh, she has more.
She does. Okay. Then that takes us to Ashin.
I can hurt her, right?
You sure can.
I can't take a full attack here, can I?
No, as you don't have like pounce or anything like that, so you have to just make one attack since you moved.
Okay. I'm going to use power attack again.
Cool.
19.
That'll hit.
Woo.
Roll your damage.
12.
All right, she takes it.
And my spirts, my turtles, can attack.
Wait, what?
She is not alive.
Right.
Spirit.
Never mind.
Spirit.
My turtle spurts.
No.
Yeah, turtle spurts sounds like the dirtiest thing that's happened in this fight.
And that's saying something.
Yeah, that is
Right?
saying something.
All right, that takes us to round 3 and the hanging judge.
Debating if that's going to be the title of the episode.
Probably not.
Oh my god.
It's spelled
I-
SPIR''TS.
Okay.
Ooh, the flank.
We'll try. Haven't tried
I
this
may
yet.
have written this down more than
I will
once.
try to punch the ghost.
Okay. Punch away.
Okay.
Hey, flanking.
Yes. 23 to hit.
Yeah, you connect. As you're like still clutching your lasso, you feel just like a surge of energy, and you connect with the cold etherealness of her. So go ahead and roll damage.
Sweet. So even though I got like weapon finesse, I still use the strength for damage.
Correct,
Okay.
because you don't have any type of feat that changes that.
So no bonus there. 7.
Okay, she takes it. And it is to the madam, and she will say, "You boys play rough." And she just walks right through Russell. And you guys think, you've seen the other ghosts move and have been like, Dawn definitely was trying to get a piece of one of them, but she just moves effortlessly, and you guys do not get opportunity attacks.
Boo.
Boo.
Ooh, she's a ghosty.
It's actually a feat
Brian,
she
did you
took
mean to roll
called
1d3?
escape route.
What? Yeah.
Hmm?
That's D3. That's a base punch damage,
Okay.
isn't it?
Sorry.
For unarmed attacks, if you're not a monk, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you haven't taken any of the vigilante feats that do that. Or-
Nope.
So she moves back to the bar and then raises her hands, and all the bottles from
Boo.
behind the bar go flying. And they're all gonna each try to hit one of you guys.
No. Bring it.
You're going to make Russell cry, wasting good alcohol like that.
Does he have deflect projectiles?
I
yet?
have
'Cause he could probably
deflect.
catch
I
it
have
and drink
deflect
it.
arrows.
Nice. That's
you got
great.
catch arrows.
All right. Well, let's see
I
if you can
don't
actually
have-
deflect this one
I have-
because that's
no.
hilarious.
I just have
Catch is
deflect
way
arrows.
higher.
Yeah.
Darn.
That's really funny. Okay, what is who does a DC 15 hit? Or who is hit by AC 15?
Nope.
Where is my AC?
Touch.
Ha! No. Wait,
Is it
do I lose
is
AC
it
for
touch
raging?
AC or
Just-
No,
normal.
it's regular AC.
Then nope.
It's a getting hit by a bottle AC.
that will
Ah.
miss me?
Ranged
Yes,
attack.
that hits me.
All right, so Eshin is hit by a bottle,
Ow.
so you'll take some damage.
That hits me as well.
500 points of bottle damage.
99 points of bottle damage on the lizard.
So
Take one down and Russell
11 points of
Ouch.
damage. The
Ow.
bottle just actually cuts you right above the eye,
Oh.
and
temp
causes some
HP
nasty
do I
bleeding. The AC 15 doesn't hit anyone else.
No.
It does hit me.
It hits
Does it do?
yeah,
Okay,
it hits
so then-
Elder.
So yeah, you also take 11 damage as the bottle is. you're
Wait
pretty-
a minute.
What?
I demand my own damage. All right. So I take 11. Ooh, that's
I rolled 1 attack and 1 damage versus everyone. If you want individual attacks, I bet I hit a lot more of you. I rolled a 5.
Oh, sure. This is
How does that affect
this is
me
the
if
part
they
where I
can hit with a
usually tell
bottle?
Matthew, okay, how about 15?
So yeah, take 11 damage. And then the ground is now covered in shattered glass.
Oh no. Does that make it difficult?
It makes it pointy.
Pointy terrain.
All right, that is the madam. Dubs are all down right now, so we're on to Chema.
Okay.
Got to take her down.
Does she seem to have any obvious accessories?
Yeah, she's got she's got some jewelry and a gaudy fan that she's been waving around.
Can I try to roll to recognize if any of those are a fetter?
So these are all, everything she's holding is spectral. So none of the physical things on her could be damaged as a fetter. What you're probably looking for is a physical object that would be somewhere around here.
Somewhere in the room. Okay.
Yes.
Is it gonna eat up a lot of my turn to spot that at this point?
Yeah, you probably want to just down her and then look for
And
it.
then look for it. Okay. All right. Well, in that case, I will probably just take a shot at her.
Cool.
I'll take 2 shots at her.
Yeah, I was going to say.
So first attack, it's going to be a 26.
That'll hit. Roll damage.
Wow.
10.
Okay. Make your second attack.
Second attack, it's going to be an 18.
That'll also hit.
That'll be a 10.
Oof. All right. She is still up, but not looking good. Which takes us to Alder.
Ooh, hello. How far away am I? She's 15 away. She's
Yep.
5, 10, 15.
Yep.
I am stubborn by nature, and even though it has failed me at least 3 times in recent memory, I think I'm going to try that snowball
Cool.
one more time.
It hit once.
That's true, it did.
What's your DC for snowball is 17, I believe. Oh, but first you have to make your touch AC, your touch attack. So roll D20 plus 4.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, that's sadly gonna miss.
A little bit.
Do you want to move or anything?
I think it's the fact that I'm, in Perdition, Texas. Why the snowball is working.
Well, it's also the fact that ghosts have pretty high touch ACs since it is their whole AC.
Stupid ghost. Where could I move? Things are on fire.
Things are
Where are
pointy
the-
mostly.
Pointy thing. What if I go here?
You can go there, though you will take 2 points of damage for crossing broken glass.
So if I don't move, do I take no damage?
That is correct.
I'm gonna not move.
Fair enough.
Okay.
All right. Takes us to Rust.
So can I jump up on the stools in the bar?
With an athletics check, you can. Or
athletics
acrobatics
checks
check.
or acrobatics? Okay.
Yeah, I'd accept either, depending on how you're doing it.
With
Cool.
my jump ability.
I don't think there's an
You want-
athletics in
19.
There isn't.
think
I'm
you're
just
right.
making that up. Yeah, you were able to just leap.
Do I have to take damage from moving into a space and then onto the stool?
You'll
and...
take 1 point of damage, and then you can get yourself with that actually, right up onto the bar.
So I'll take 1 point of damage.
Cool.
And then I'm gonna kick her in the face with my unarmed strike, but I'm gonna make it a slashing foot attack.
Okay, sounds good. Roll it.
15.
Think that hits exactly.
All right. 8 damage.
Okay, that will take us to Eshin.
Roar. So he just jumped up on there?
Yep.
Can I do the same? Where is jump in the list?
Acrobatics, parentheses, jump.
Oh.
No, you could also just move around. You'll just take some more damage.
Yeah. Doop, 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 doop.
Cool.
Claw.
All right, roll it.
Use power attack again. Yep. Chema hasn't blessed us, has he?
No,
No.
he baned them.
21?
That'll hit. Roll your damage.
16. Max damage.
She discorporates.
Hooray.
Hum.
Now
guys
we
are-
need to find something in this room, huh? What are the dogs? What were the dogs
I'm gonna go
barking at?
check on Miss Emily.
The dogs were just barking at the general chaos of the ghosts.
Oh, okay.
Now that she is discorporated, they seem to be they're still very agitated as the ghostly terrain is still there, and Huckleberry runs or starts running over to Emily, but then stops as his paw hits a bit of broken glass, and he then just cowers in the back.
Is the piano
I'm gonna
player
go check
still
on
there?
Emily.
Yep, there's still a ghostly piano player and ghostly piano.
Okay.
Tip him.
That ain't good.
I will gently unbind our hostess.
Okay, she seems to be unconscious.
Probably had to stop that piano player.
I'll
it's the
I'll
piano
start
player.
looking. Yeah, I'll start searching around for better style.
Okay, anyone who's
Artifact.
searching can make me a perception check.
Cool. I'm a calm down.
Cool.
Oh, how many rounds was that? 3?
So,
Yeah, I made 3 attacks.
18.
Well, that works out very nicely because I feel like your first impulse is almost to go back to check if there's any alcohol that wasn't broken. And no, the answer to that is no. But you do see underneath the bar, there's a shotgun, and tucked right next to the shotgun is a fan. It's a clearly well crafted with a gilded handle and displays a painted silk image of a jeweled bird, and there's a very delicately painted onto its feathers that same symbol.
I pull it out. Chema, is this the thing?
That is what it looks like. Did you want to do the honors?
Sure. And I just snap it in half.
Okay. As you snap it in half, the spectral terrain fades away.
It was really the shotgun. Whew.
Yeah, I hope it wasn't the shotgun.
All right. Well,
It's gonna take a few tries to snap that.
yeah.
I got it.
Yeah.
Well, we have a messy room. And
Yeah,
we
you
have
guys will want to put out some fires.
Yes, and things that are on
Yeah.
fire.
Sweep out some glass.
And, that might take us a whole week to do that.
Clean the blood off the
So
ceiling.
why don't we take a break here this week? Thank you, everyone, for checking us out. And thank you, everyone, who joined our Patreon over at patreon.com/major spoilers. We wouldn't be able to do this without you. And boy, we sure could use a lot more of you. So head over to patreon.com/major spoilers. Check out what we've got there. See what all the bonus materials are. See what other extras you get. And then if you like this show and you think it's worth $1 a week, then sign up and join the growing roster of spoilerites and critters around the world who support independent podcasting. And until next time, here's hoping all of your dice rolls are critical hits.
This podcast is copyright 2017 by Major Spoilers Entertainment, LLC.